some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. And he just chucks it into the 4th row. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
It's complete to the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Thorne. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense putting points on the board.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off to the lone back. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Quarterback got it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down. Here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. fourth down. They're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Bring in the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete.
And you really want to pay this drive off. This is a nice drive by this offense. Got to keep it going. Got to keep your foot on the gas. Obviously trailing with a chance to tie this football game going into the half.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Rushes on him. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success. And you know, if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Now adjusting. Looking for the score. Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Hand off from the shotgun. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll move the tight end. Keeps looking downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Using his legs, it's Gentry. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This is a very well-executed play, but I love the individual effort by the receiver out in space. He was able to make a guy miss and then advance the football.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. It's a draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, look what I found. I would say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He's looking to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They'll immediately call timeout.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game. Running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. They'll try to get the first through the air. Looking to the big tight end. This time he's got it. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Going over the top. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Northwestern.
One more snap coming before halftime. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. kick it off as we start the third quarter. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Grab behind the line. It's Canty. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Might be calling a hot route. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Puts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. The incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about this defense taking one back to the house? On to attempt to try. Extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 7 over James Madison. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to beat the D deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Off play action on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Able to get a foot down in bounds and make the catch.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
On first down from the 13-yard line. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll try to run for it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Lamb. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. On the run, it's Lamb. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to swing it on second down. Using his feet to buy time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Wildcats are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Sends it downfield. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So an 82-yard drive there. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. On the run, deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his target down the middle. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
And the Wolverines will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Love the work by the running back on that draw play. He sold like he was going to be pass blocking. At the last second, got the handoff, and right away put his foot in the ground to get upfield.
Got his man. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You've got great field position here. You've got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Northwestern. They've got the lead here in the 4th. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Makes the grab on 3rd. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Oh, better look out! Turning it on! Touchdown, Wolverines!
the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Charlotte is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time. They're up by 21 over Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense, headed out. Handoff to Jones. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And here's the thing, the strategy. You want to run the ball because, yes, you want to score and you want to win, but you don't want to leave a lot of time left on the clock for their offense to get another opportunity. So that's a bit of the gamesmanship going on right now. And I think you're seeing that with their offensive coordinator and his choice in play call.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Hauls it in. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we've got to get the 1st down. Or we've got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Zings it complete to the right. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this in this drive.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires on the move. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. He wants to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Looking to fire. Finds his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. Touchdown, Wildcats! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Grab near the marker. It's Gentry. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff,
Rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.